Have you ever picked up your phone to check just one notification and suddenly 2 hours are gone? You don't even remember what you watched, scrolled, or clicked on. You just feel drained, foggy, and maybe even sad. You're not alone. We live in a world that's always on, constantly connected, always scrolling. But here's the truth. Most of us don't want to admit it's messing with our mental health quietly, deeply, and daily. In this video, I want to talk to you about that. Not just to make you aware of what's happening, but to give real, simple tools to feel better again. Because your peace deserves a place to breathe. The hidden mental health crisis. We are the most connected generation in history and somehow also the loneliest. Think about it. Social media, texting calls, endless information, yet so many of us feel isolated, overstimulated, and emotionally numb. Why? Because our phones are no longer tools, they have become environments. We don't just use them, we live inside them. But here's the problem, that constant connection is coming at a cost. Studies show that being online all the time spikes our stress hormone cortisol. The short, dopamine fueled burst of scrolling rewires our brains, making it harder to focus and easier to feel anxious. And the blue light at night, it's disrupting our sleep cycles and robbing us of rest. We are overstimulated and undernourished mentally, emotionally, spiritually. My personal story. Let me share something personal. A few months ago, I found myself constantly tired, not just physically, emotionally, creatively, spiritually tired, like literal tired. I was glued to my screen, scrolling from one app to another, consuming content like junk food. I'd wake up feeling foggy and go to sleep feeling empty. I knew something was off, but I didn't know what. Until one day, I tried a digital detox. No social media, no unnecessary apps, no screens after 8 p.m. Just silence, sunlight, and being present. And what happened shocked me. I didn't just feel more productive, I felt alive again. My mind was clearer, my emotions felt real. I remembered how it felt to breathe. Not scroll, not compare, just be. What it's really doing to your brain. Now let's talk about what's really happening under the surface. Every time you scroll, your brain gets a hit of dopamine, the pleasure chemical. It's the same loop used in casinos. You keep scrolling, chasing the next little high, but over time, your brain gets numb. It needs more stimulation to feel the same. That's why short form content like Reels and TikToks are so addictive. So addictive. They feed our need for constant novelty. But that same loop is also killing our focus, our ability to think deeply, and even our emotional regulation. And when you are comparing your life to perfectly edited videos, it's easy to feel like you're not enough. You lack something. Combine that with late night scrolling and blue light, and your sleep starts to suffer. And when you sleep less, you feel more anxious, more tired, more irritable. It's a full cycle and it's stealing your peace without making a sound. Signs you might be addicted. So, how do you know if your phone is actually affecting your mental health? Ask yourself, do you check your phone first thing in the morning before even brushing your teeth? Do you feel anxious or empty when you are offline even for a short while? Do you scroll without intention just to avoid boredom or uncomfortable feelings? Is your screen time over 4 hours a day and you are not even sure how? If you answered yes to most of these, your mind might be silently begging for this. And don't worry, you are not weak and you are not alone. These apps are designed to hijack your attention, but that means you can also design your way out. What you can actually do. Now let's get into real simple things you can do starting today to take back control. First of all, set screen limits. Use tools like digital well-being or apps like Forest to block distractions. Block as much. Because you have to set a limit. When you don't set a limit, everything in excessive causes harm, whether it is honey or anything, because excess of everything is poison to our body. Remember this. Second, grayscale your screen. It makes your phone look boring, like it's not interesting anymore, which is exactly the point, right? Third, create no phone zones. Like for example, your bedroom, bathroom and dining table should be screen-free sanctuaries where it is not allowed to see your phone. You keep your phone aside, right? Fourth, schedule offline hours. Just 1 hour daily where you do something, anything without a screen. If you feel bored, it's okay because in this generation I feel being bored is also a kind of privilege which people crave for, people who are really busy 24 hours 7. What you can do is just stay the wall and think about anything. Just create random thoughts, right? And fifth is switch to physical tools. Always, if option available, if it's affordable, you can do. Like for example, I would say use books instead of ebooks, and you can use notebooks instead of note apps. If there are offline tuitions available and affordable, you can go to them instead of online searching or online classes. 6 is journaling or breathing exercises, right? Instead of scrolling, you can do these. Give your mind something to return to, because journaling keeps our mind calm and let us feel gratitude to ourselves, to our environment and to others, which is, I think, great, right? 7, try a weekend detox, okay, which I have done personally and I have got the utmost benefits out from it. So take 1 full day without social media. Go outside, paint, write, nap, play, just be. These aren't rules, they are invitations to feel better, be clearer and return to yourself. Now I'm going to tell that what I have learned. After my own digital detox, something shifted in me. I started noticing how often I reached for my phone out of habit, not need. I realized how uncomfortable silence had become and how beautiful it was once I embraced it. I started sleeping better, my thoughts slowed down, I had more meaningful conversations with my own self. I felt emotions I had been pushing away with noise. I felt peace over chaos. And most importantly, I remembered that peace doesn't come from more, it comes from less. Less input, less distraction, less pretending, just space and silence. So, here's what I want to leave you with. You don't need to quit your phone or delete every app, but you need to create boundaries. You need space, you need stillness, not because it's trendy, just because your mind, your body, and your heart are craving it. You deserve mornings that start with presence, not panic, peace, not chaos, everything you deserve. I hope you get it, right? You deserve nights of deep sleep, not scrolling, right? You deserve joy that isn't filtered through a screen. I think joy shouldn't be filtered through a screen or shouldn't be depend on how many likes or views do you get, right? So take one step today, just one. Turn your phone off for an hour. Take a walk, journal, breathe, and then tell me in the comments, how did it feel? If this video makes you feel seen, I'd love if you'd like, share, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. But more than that, I just hope you choose peace again and again.